Hello, and welcome to my second Fire Emblem Let's Play series. This time, I will be playing Sacred Stones, and I will be playing it on hard mode with 0% growths, a 0% growths patch. If you're not familiar with the idea of 0% growths, it's exactly what it sounds like. You gain no stat points whenever you level up, though you do still gain promotion bonuses, and you can give your characters stat boosters to further improve their stats. If you've seen my Radiant Dawn Let's Play, you can expect something a bit different with this one. I am aiming for something a little bit less fly by the seat of my pants. So basically, I'm going to be trying to at least get an idea of my strategy before I go into every chapter so that I can have a single run through the chapter with, without needing to restart and have uploaded failures and so on. I'm treating this a little bit more like the solution to a puzzle, if you will. Whereas, with Radiant Dawn, it was a little bit more of just let's see what the process is to finding that solution, something along those lines. Anyway, I will also be aiming to sort of personally LTC this. So what that means is essentially, without going to people on the internet who have already figured out how to do this undoubtedly better than I know how to do, I'm going to be doing my best to get the lowest turn count that I can figure out how to do. So, in the context of also playing with 0% growths on, obviously that should make things pretty challenging. So I'm hoping that the combination of those two things will make it pretty interesting to see what I can come up with. Yeah, I think that's all we need to say about that. So let's get started. Oh, I'll also be skipping all the story, so if you're not familiar with the story of Sacred Stones, you might want to check that out somewhere else, because you're not going to see it here. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is really quickly is just set this stuff up, and then we'll talk about two units that we have for this chapter, Eirika and Seth. So Eirika, obviously, is the Lord. She is not particularly good in regular Sacred Stones. She is reasonably fast, but has trouble dealing much damage and is not very durable. And here, obviously, as a level 1 unit with not particularly impressive bases, she's going to struggle to contribute, but of course as the Lord, she still needs to do things like seize, so she'll still be relevant, but probably won't be doing a whole lot in combat after the first couple chapters. And she's also sword locked, which isn't helping her either. And one thing I'm not sure about actually is whether she can use her personal promotion item without getting to level 10. So, and something I should talk about in a more general sense is that, obviously with 0% growths, you're not really concerned about gaining XP for the sake of leveling, except insofar as you want to be able to promote characters so that they can have their promotion bonuses and, potentially a better class, which mostly comes down to those bonuses plus potentially like more movement or access to other weapon types. Anyway, so in that respect, I don't see myself training Eirika. If that means that she never gets to promote and doesn't get access to a mount, oh well. It's just 9 levels is so many to gain for a character with such low stats that I just don't see that happening. And then we've got Seth. So Seth, of course, is the pretty much unanimous pick for best character in Sacred Stones. He is a perhaps not as unanimous pick, but still a widely held pick as the best Jagan archetype character in all of Fire Emblem. And this, it has to do with the combination of his outstanding base stats and also his actually very good growth stats. He has some of the best growths in Sacred Stones. Now, obviously, he still has the good bases here, but he doesn't have the good growths. So, while he is absolutely going to carry my team for quite some time, there will come a point where he is no longer the man, and there will come another point, possibly, where he's even benched. I don't know when that is, but we shall see. He's got an A rank in swords and lances, comes with a silver lance and a steel sword. You know, he'll be able to put in a lot of work with javelins, so that's nice. Obviously, he's got high movement, being a paladin. You know, his stats are just good all around, so certainly he's very good right now. So this chapter... Oh, before I talk about that, one other thing. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do the Eirika or the Ephraim split in the route split. If you care, leave a comment. Let me know which one you would prefer. So, anyway, this chapter is very straightforward. Defeat boss chapter. Got to kill this guy. It's very doable within 2 turns. It's not doable within 1 turn because he doesn't move. But what we're going to do is... So, we're going to put Eirika right here, but we're not actually going to attack this guy. And the reason is because if you do attack him, it turns out that you can die if you get hit twice. We don't want that. So, just going to wait here, and Seth is going to go kill this other guy. And if Eirika manages to dodge on this enemy phase, then she can pick up a kill, but she didn't, so never mind that. I mean, she would have only had 29% chance to get hit, less whatever 2RN would turn that into, but still, XP just isn't that important, so not going to bother with that. Alright, so that'll do it for the first episode, the first very short episode. Next time, we will be off to Chapter 1. See you then.